I'll be covering the topic structural designs of buildings. I'll be covering the topic under the following heads: introduction and organizational structure, the conceptual design, the steps involved in preliminary design, the steps involved in detailed design, the constructional documents which need to be maintained, proof checking and the construction monitoring, the structural failures, and finally I'll conclude. You can see on the view foil the typical organization of a structural design or of a structural project. You can see in the view foil a typical organizational structure in a project. There are various agencies involved such as architect, structural engineer, geotechnical engineer, the air conditioning engineer, electrical engineer, the public health department, the contractor, material testing consultants, the conceptual designs. There are the various activities which are involved in the conceptual design are liaison with the architect and other stakeholders, the selection of design criteria and codes, the selection of design basis and materials, the choice of structural system and configuration such as layout of columns, frames, braces and shear walls, the type of floors and roof to be used, the type of foundation to be used, the building information modeling, the type of construction methods to be used, and the comparison of alternative with the value engineering. Also, the concept drawings, the inception of reports, the design basis report, the brief project description, and the design variables. The various steps which are involved: finalizing framing plan, identification of loads and restraints, sizing of members, the analysis of the models, calculation of reinforcement, rough cost estimate, and document for bidding. The various steps involved in the detailed design are advanced analysis using 3D numerical model, consideration of dynamic loading and second order effects, designing and detailing of reinforcements, final drafting, preparation of construction documents with technical specifications and its bill of quantities. The sources of data can be obtained from architectural drawings, civil drawings and the geotechnical reports. There are various computational models which are also involved. The steps involved in the computational model are selection of grid lines, selection of member sizes, selection of material properties, development of a computational model, analysis, consolidation and interpretation of results. There are various constructional documents which are need to be maintained during the project. They are general specification documents, typical details, lapping of bars, construction joints, the plans of slab, beam, column and footing designs, the elevations, the slab, beam, column and footing schedules, the drawings of specific sections and any miscellaneous item, if any. A typical drawing sheet should contain a plan, a key plan, bar schedule of notes and a title block. In any structural documents, it is mandatory to have good and professional drawing. The drawing should be complete and clear for construction. The deadlines have to be maintained. The progress set has to be submitted on regular intervals. The proof checking. There are various steps involved in the proof checking that increase assurance for safety and serviceability, checking of design proposal and drawings, appraisal of construction methodology, economic considerations, durability, sustainability, impact of environment and aesthetics. The other things which are considered should be with the codal provisions, proper documentation and signature for approval. The steps which are involved in the construction monitoring are drawings as per the construction documents, adherence to the construction drawing and specifications, request for information, test for rebar coupons, field test for fresh concrete, test of hardened concrete, test of welds, proper documentation as drawing set, conflict resolution through engineering judgment. However, with all the previous points, if the execution is not as per the mark, there are certain structural failures which are likely to occur. And the structural failure, overloading in the structure, that is dead, live and geophysical overloading, understrength materials and instability, the foundation settlement due to creep and shrinkage, cracking, corrosion, fatigue and erosion due to deterioration, the fire hazards, the accidental sabotage and the impact collision. There are certain human-based errors such as design error, misunderstanding of a structural behavior, mistakes and bad practices and poor communication. So these are certain things which need to be kept in mind while designing a building. With this, I come to the end of the topic. Thank you so much. Jai Hind.